Good day, my plant foldies. This is Richie at Grow Folds, and today will be local nursery plant shopping at Pita's Planters in Dallas, Texas. As always, please make sure you're hitting the like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself, as well as following me on Instagram at Grow Folds. That is the fastest and most direct way to get in touch with me if you have any questions about the plants. And I always want to encourage you guys to check out petasplanters.com. Pita's Planters is one of my favorite plant shops in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It is definitely worth it, and she now can ship to you nationwide. But I did want to go ahead and visit on a Saturday afternoon, and I wanted to check out Pita's Planters to see what plants she has available. For those that are new to the channel, I call my viewers and subscribers plant foldies. Welcome to this channel. I do daily 1-hour plant shopping videos. My name is Richie, and today we're going to be exploring this beautiful small business called Pita's Planters. You can see right over here that we've got a beautiful mural. I have featured Pita's Planters multiple times on the YouTube channel, and I just can't get enough of her plants. What I love about Pita's Planters, and you will see throughout this video as I walk around and show you the gorgeous plants that she sources out, is that they are cost effective, they are unique, and the people behind Pita's Planters is really why I like to shop and support this local small business. I know I do a lot of big box store plant shopping videos, but I would hope that anybody that has stumbled upon my channel will give a look at Pita's Planters right here. The thing about Pita's Planters is I have been shopping here for close to about a year now, and I just love the fact that this shop has really evolved. This shop has really grown, and I hope that anybody watching this video today will at least shop petasplanters.com online, or if you are lucky enough to be in the Dallas-Fort Worth area or are willing to do a road trip to Dallas, Texas, definitely check out Pita's Planters. You can see that the store hours are right here. So let's take a look at what plants Pita has available. Pita's Planters does do Instagram live selling events, that Cultivation Corner, which you will see in a second.
Hey guys, I'm Janae from Janae Simone.
I'm Steve from I Love Plants.
And I am Richie from Grow Folds, and we are
Cultivation Corner. We are so excited. We have a plant podcast. We talk about any and everything, all things plants, and we premiere every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube at cultivation_corner. So be sure to tune in and watch us.
Follow us also on Instagram, and be sure to share our videos and our episodes with all of you plant lovers. We need more cultivators, right,
Yes.
Steve?
Yes, we do. So what are you going to do? You're going to share the video.
You have
what
to.
you're
You
gonna
have to. Today. All right, guys.
Today.
We'll see you on the next one.
All right.
And now we are in our beloved Pita's Planter shop. I mean, look at this from first glance. I absolutely love how it is really maximizing on the space that they have. It is a small shop, but you can see that there are so many plants to pick from. Right over here, we've got a gorgeous Philodendron orange marmalade. This one I'm also tempted to. I believe this is what, $55 for such a large specimen. What a beautiful plant. And that's the thing about Pita's Planters, is she's able to source out a lot of these rare and uncommon plants. And rather than to have to buy it online, especially if you're in the DFW area, you can just walk in here and look at the plant, select the plant that you're interested in, and purchase it. Her plant pricing, and you'll see throughout the video, is amazing. And for me, it's all about just having that selection of plants. So you can see she's gotten some Euphorbia Ghost, she's got some green Maranthas, she's got some Philodendrons, she's just got a lot of stuff over here. So I'm just going to walk around and just take some time to show you the plants. Feel free to leave in the comments section what plants you are a fan of, what you would buy, and whether you have shopped at Pita's Planters. I do ask the plant foldies that are watching today, if you get a chance, please make sure you are sharing the link to this video. We really want everybody to know that if you're not able to visit Pita's Planters in person in Dallas, you can buy a lot of her plants online on petasplanters.com. So let's go ahead and just walk around and look at the selection of plants she has available for us. always nice to come out here in a beautiful morning like this. You can see that I'm rooting for you. I love that sign. She's got so many plants, even little propagation stations. So here's the thing about Pita's Planters for those that are just seeing this video for the first time. Pita's Planters has a lot of handmade planters that she creates herself through either concrete molds or 3D printing. She has a lot of things that are handmade and also highlights a lot of the local artists out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, which I love. And as far as big box or plant shopping, yes, I do a lot of that. But I always find the most joy whenever I'm able to walk into Pita's Planters and see that somebody's passion, somebody's dream is being shared with other plant lovers. You can see that these plants are curated. These plants are selected because there is going to be a niche or specific need for these plants. I mean, take a look at this variegated Scindapsus already on a pole. Beautiful plant. And for me, it's all about being able to just walk around Pita's Planters, and every little corner you're always surprised about what unique plant is found. And that's what makes this place also special. Like I said, again, I've been shopping at Pita's Planters for a while. I do want to thank all of the plant foldies that have supported this small business out in Dallas. Continue to buy plants online if you're not able to visit the shop. And if you're able to go to Dallas, definitely check this out. And today, this is going to be a need. Today, this is another Aglaonema Orange Stardust. Now, this Aglaonema is special to me because I really love the look of this plant. And here's the thing. For those that want to hashtag popularize Aglaonema, buy your Aglaonema from Pita's Planters. She has really catered to a lot of our plant foldies. A lot of our plant foldies have been able to acquire a lot of these Aglaonema. Care tips again for Aglaonemas is bright indirect light, water when the soil is dry, and that is it. They are low light tolerant, but as far as being in the cool person's club, when it comes to plants, you've got to get yourself an Aglaonema. And you can see I just slightly panned on an anthurium. So she's also got a plethora of different types of anthuriums, begonias, philodendrons, succulents, and cactus, euphorbias, Hoyas. And can you guys believe that we actually have a ton of Hoyas we'll be seeing at Pita's Planters? Some of the more rare and uncommon ones. She also has a rare and uncommon cabinet that we will be visiting. But as you can see right here, I'm just kind of panning around, taking a little time to show you this. And I mean, look at that, beautiful anthuriums. And here's the thing about anthuriums. If you want large size anthuriums for a really good price, she's got you. Pita's Planters has you right here. So let's just continue to walk around and see what other beauties we'll find at this shop. And if you're still looking for a beautiful variegated Monstera adansonii albo, look at how beautiful this one is. Pita's Planters has it. And you can see that it does have a tag on it. This one is for $89.99, but she does frequent Instagram live story sales. So she'll actually post pictures of the actual plant, and you would just have to type in as a response, claim whatever the tag is for it, and they will send you an invoice. It's that easy to do some shopping. Definitely follow Pita's Planters on Instagram if you don't already. She has some amazing sales going on. I know that she had some philodendron green Congo nuclear small pieces for only $12. Now here's another Aglaonema, and we're going to be looking at a lot of Aglaonema today. This one is for $19.99. This is Aglaonema Wishes. So Aglaonema Wishes is very similar to the Aglaonema Lady Pink Valentine in a sense that it does have pink, but this one right here, the Wishes, tends to have more greenish tones to it and just speckles of pink. I honestly am tempted to go ahead and buy another Aglaonema. Aglaonemas, whether it's an Aglaonema red Siam or something that common, I don't mind having multiples of because they are super easy. But as I spin around here, you can see she's got a philodendron ring of fire and all of the plants. Can we talk about how healthy and lush and full they look? That is the difference sometimes whenever you're going to a big box store, and it's not necessarily because of the big box store plants. It's the care that's placed onto these plants. And I can tell you Pita's Planters has a really good regimen about taking care of their plants. This one is another Aglaonema. This is an Aglaonema Mahasam bought for $34.99. And if I come back and it's still around, I'm going to buy up this plant. Any Aglaonema that is available. Like I said again, whether I already have it or not, it's kind of like that visit when it comes to just a plant addiction. I just can't help it. I'm addicted to Aglaonemas. Plant foldies, leave in the comment section if you also are all about Aglaonemas. And for those that are still not into Aglaonemas, I ask that you at least try one. And if you want something easy to care for, like this plant right here with beautiful colors, ones that can still tolerate lower light conditions and are drought tolerant, let's go ahead and continue to push Aglaonemas. Let's continue to get these trending. I know that in the last couple of months, more and more people have actually acquired Aglaonemas, and that is really the power of social media, is whenever you are all about those certain plants that we talk about on the social media. I think that that's what makes a plant trending. You can see right here, these are the green forms. This one is a beautiful Aglaonema Milky Way. So it's got more speckling than the typical Aglaonema Golden Bay, Aglaonema Silver Bay. You can see that it does have a lot of speckling, beautiful white stems. And then over here, when I spin around, is an Aglaonema Golden Madonna. And I love Aglaonema Golden Madonna. My grandmother actually has one that's a very nice specimen. You can see right over here, we've got an Aglaonema Golden Madonna for only $18, and super great price for a 5-inch planter. You can see how beautiful the white stems are. And the thing about Aglaonema Golden Madonna, the more bright light you give it, bright indirect light you give it, the more it's going to be gold, like not golden, but I would just say more variegation is going to populate from it. And then you can just see we've got some more common Aglaonemas. We've got an Aglaonema Red Siam, Aglaonema Spring Snow. But as far as Pita's Planters, this is what I would call the headquarters for the local plant foldies. She is going to be able to let me sell some of my Grow Folds merchandise in her storefront. So I'm super thankful for Pita for that as well. I really appreciate it, as well as the Cultivation Corner merch. So if you're looking to get some of those merchandise, you can go to Pita's Planters and purchase it. Now over here, we've got a Philodendron Silver Sword, plus there's an Anthurium right next to it. I mean, look at how gorgeous this is. And just the lighting at Pita's Planters is amazing. You can see over here, variegated Alocasia batik. Look at how beautiful that is. Another, if you're into like Alocasias, Pita's Planters also sources out a lot of these rare and uncommon Alocasias. This one is only for $32.99. And I really love the name of this Alocasia. This is an Alocasia Green Unicorn for $22, and that is a really good price for an Alocasia Green Unicorn. Now, this one looks similar to an Alocasia alzanii, but this one is literally the green form of it. And if you look at the leaves have a really nice light border around it. Here's the thing about Alocasias. They are a little bit of a finicky plant for me. I would not recommend it for beginner plant lovers because of the environmental needs that they have. So they need to have more bright indirect light, and then they also need higher humidity levels. They are what you consider spider mite prone, meaning spider mites, that plant pest, is actually more willing to attack that plant than say a typical I don't know, Epipremnum aureum or a golden pothos. But needless to say, beautiful plant, and Pita's Planters does have a lot of Alocasias available. Same thing with Epipremnum pinnatum. So this one is an Epipremnum pinnatum marble. And let's take a look at the price if I can find it. I don't think this one is labeled. So anyways, I know for a fact that this one is actually going to be priced very well. Epipremnum pinnatum marble, beautiful plant as well. And I just remember when this plant, you know, a one leaf, one node cutting used to be like $80, and you can get a full plant now at Pita's Planters. So that's the thing about some of these rare and uncommon plants. When you find a small plant shop like this, even if it's a small shop, but there are so many cool plants to pick from, sometimes I feel like that is a better place for me to go versus going to like a really big nursery, because the big nurseries typically will just have several of a specific plant. Now, if you notice throughout this video, there are just so many plants that we have available in so many varieties. Like this one right here is an Alocasia alzania. You can see that it's got more of a purple leaf tone to it, and I really love the look of this plant as well. Dark foliage plants are amazing. There is a certain level of elegance with it, and you know, for anybody that wants that like gothic look, you can just collect a bunch of dark foliage plants. Or if you want to just bring a lot of joy in your plant collection, buy yourself an Aglaonema. Be a super cool plant collector. So whenever you go to like a big plant, plant show called Plant Con, you can just say, what is your favorite plant? Aglaonema, and people will kind of give you that look like, what is an Aglaonema? Because again, somebody like this Aglaonema red Siam is, it's a little bit different because most people will overlook this plant. But like I said, again, it is an easy to care for plant. It is a plant that I would highly recommend if you call yourself a plant foldie, or better yet, if you haven't gotten that Aglaonema red Siam, please add that to your plant collection. You can actually find that at a big box store, but Pita's Planters offers it for $18, and I'm just gonna keep, picking up these Aglaonemas because I'm gonna try to plant influence y'all to get it, because look at that. You have all of that stunning foliage, and that stunning foliage, that colorful foliage is so easy to care for. Bright, indirect light at best, but they can tolerate lower light conditions, and their care is so easy. You just want to make sure the soil is completely dry before you water it. They are susceptible to more root rot if you overwater them. They do not like to be overwatered. So that's one of those easy to care for plants. Aglaonema white snowdream. So can we talk about a plant that is extremely light colored? And again, this plant can also tolerate being in a lower light condition. This is such a beautiful plant right here for only $32.99. Here's a little tidbit. Pita's Planters actually sources out a lot of these Aglaonema that you would either have to buy buy at a more cost at another online seller, or have to get these imported, because a lot of these plants are still not commonly found in the United States. So that's the reason why I call this the Plant Foldie headquarters, because she does carry so many Aglaonemas. I'm really thankful that Pita actually takes the time to listen to feedback and actually takes slight risk in bringing in plants. What I love about it is, and I will dub this as the one place in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that carries the most selection of Aglaonemas by far. Aglaonema Spring Snow. Now this one you would actually find at big box stores as well, but you can see that the Aglaonema Spring Snow is a beautiful plant. It's got a lot of variegation, and you can see that it is only for $16. Not a bad price at all. If you want a plant that will highlight a lower light area, you can even put that there and it will still do very well for you. So if you want to start an Aglaonema collection, either do a road trip to Pita's Planters, or you can shop petasplanters.com. She is able to ship nationwide. I recently acquired this Aglaonema Golden Pink for $25.99. Beautiful plant. You can see that there's just so much going on with the foliage, all of the intricate details of it. I will say that I have probably over 50, 60 plus Aglaonemas in my collection, and I will be adding more because I will be acquiring more from overseas when I go to PlantCon 2025 in Houston, Texas. Super excited about that. And so for those that are going to PlantCon in Houston and want to meet up, please send me a direct message on Instagram for the super plant foldies, or for those that haven't become a super plant foldie, letting you guys know I do have a YouTube membership tier. I am currently working on a lot of personalized content that I will be adding there. My grandmother's birthday celebration setup is going to be a video that I'm going to upload there very soon. But if you haven't already and want to join my YouTube membership, it is only for $2.99. So you can always think of it as if you bought a Starbucks drink or a bag of chips for a snack, but you get more access to my personal plants. Anyways, let's go back to these Aglaonemas. So Aglaonema Mojo Red or Mojo Red. This is looking more like an Aglaonema rotundum. Some people would say that this is similar to a red vein or is a red vein. Red vein has more reddish tone leaves that come out of it. This one looks like an Aglaonema rotundum. So if you look at the little feigned veins on it, that's a really nice plant. Again, $25.99. I may go back actually and buy it because it's got more of a greenish tone. Gotta love the Aglaonema rotundum versions. Those are typically crossbred with other Aglaonemas to get that that striping. But as you can see right here, lots of Aglaonemas, and then we also have a Philodendron red moon. My only thing about the Philodendron red moon or yellow flame is the variegation I wouldn't say is necessarily the most stable when it comes to getting a red looking color on it, but needless to say, it's still a beautiful philodendron, and Pita's Planters has it available. She has more of the uncommon varieties in clear plastic pots, which I like because then you can inspect the roots if they're super healthy. She also sells all of these clear pots in many different sizes, so those are available. I actually buy a lot of clear pots from Pita's Planters because I can use them as self-watering planters for my semi-hydroponic substrates when I use Lechuzapon or Leca. But let's continue to walk around here and see what else she has. This is a perfect view of how beautiful this cute little plant shop that is in Dallas, Texas. Pita's Planters. I mean, you saw that they had different types of Hoyas, Syngoniums, Philodendrons, lots to pick from. And so we're just going to keep looking around here, but I did want to just show you this beautiful site as I just walk around and film more plants. And you can see right here, Syngonium scrambled eggs. And I am actually super tempted to buy this because this is another Syngonium that is still not really readily available to purchase in the United States. I know that if you want to get one, you can import it, but there's just a lot of more of a process when it comes to importing plants. For me, I do have an import license, but I go through somebody who has a broker, which makes it a lot easier to get these plants. But you know, Syngonium strawberry scrambled eggs, that's a beautiful plant. And then she has some plants that are actually marked down as 50% off. That one is a Sansevieria Abbey Crown, and this is actually Pita's plant that started her love for plants. She ended up getting a Sansevieria Samurai, and this one is still for sale. I actually have a Sansevieria Samurai as well. Really love Sansevierias because they are easy to care for. And you know, as far as that, some people are not interested in them, but I actually adore them. And then we also have some more Syngoniums. Can you tell that a lot of these plants are actually Pita's favorite types of plants to grow? She loves Syngoniums. I love Syngoniums. Again, Syngoniums and I are back in a relationship. You know, that Syngoniums are my first love. The reason why Syngoniums can only be a little bit more challenging is if you are not watering them consistently. They do not like to stay dry for too long. Otherwise, that's when you start to see their leaves browning and they start to get a little bit more leggy. But other than that, look at this gorgeous Syngonium. In my previous video, I talked about how we should show a lot of love to even the more green varieties of plants. They're going to be the most hardy, they're going to be the most easiest, and they're going to be the ones that you would commonly find at a local nursery or plant shop like this or a big box store. So let's support green plants. Let's also make sure that we don't forget about green plants, because I mean, look at this beautiful Syngonium. I don't know the plant ID for this, so feel free to leave in the comment section. And if you haven't already and you made it this far into the video, please make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. At the very end of this plant shopping video, I will show you my Pita's Planters haul. So please make sure you stay till the very end to see what plants I got and what I do whenever I buy new plants at a shop. Syngonium Starlight, this one is actually 50% off. That is a huge deal. That is such a good deal for this Syngonium Starlight. Beautiful plant. I would definitely consider buying it if it's still available the next time I visit Pita's Planters, which would be in a couple of days, because I often frequent my favorite plant shop in Dallas. I will end up buying that Syngonium. And then you can see right here, this is coming home with me, or I think I'm going to buy it. This is a variegated strawberry begonia. See, I'm thinking about Syngoniums. Variegated strawberry begonia for 50% off. I really love the look of this plant, and it is another easy to care for plant. If you give it more bright light, it's actually going to get more what you call sun stressing. It's going to be a little bit more pink, but it's a beautiful plant. It's a pretty vigorous grower, and it's most likely going to go home with me. So let's continue to walk around and see what other plants we have available at Pita's Planters. This this is a super cool plant that you can acquire, a Philodendron Florida Beauty cross with a tortum. So this is another hybrid that is often sought after, especially whenever you go to plant shows. Now you can go to Pita's Planters and buy it, and you can see right over there she did have some philodendron variegated tricolor gloriosums. And then I'm just going to go pan around here and just show you the syngoniums that she has available. If you see that really weird looking plant, that is a syngonium pink rolly. That's another wish list plant of mine, and I just find it just really odd, and sometimes that odd looking plant is just the type of plant you need to add to your plant collection. So lots of interesting finds so far at Pita's Planters. Again, shop petasplanters.com. She is able to ship. And then you can see right here, Syngonium albo. So this one was actually a freebie plant that my friend Jordan, who often comes on as Kuya on the Instagram live. So if you ever watch a Pita's Planters Instagram live sale, she has tons of free plants she gives away. So that's really fun. And have we ever seen a Monstera deliciosa neon? So that is basically like a neon pothos, but a Monstera version. Can you imagine when it starts to like fenestrate? This is a wish list plant of mine. My friend Jordan actually bought this one during a Pita's Planters live sale. She does have several of these available, so if you want to acquire a Monstera deliciosa neon version, she does have a couple available in the rare cabinet. But that's such a beautiful plant. It's just something that's made it into the market just recently, and so let's continue to walk around here and see what else we can find. We've got a variegated Alocasia Yucatan Princess. This one is for $185.99. I do believe she can send this out, but that is another unicorn plant. So she's got a lot of variegated Alocasias and really cool looking plants that are available. You can see in the corner there's a variegated Alocasia Bimbo. It's like a little miniature version of an Alocasia poly in a lechuza pond or a pond substrate. So it's in a self-watering planter. It's going to make that plant's care a lot easier. And speaking of pond, Pita's Planters does offer her DIY homemade pond as well as self-watering planters. Those are not available to purchase. Well, the pond is not available to purchase online, so you would have to go in store. But I think the self-watering planters are available to be shipped online. So you'll just have to double check with them. If you ever have any questions about Pita's Planters, you can send them a direct message on Instagram. And here is another wish list plant of mine, Philodendron Whippleway. I may end up buying this plant eventually if it does not sell, because that is another plant that I would love to add to my plant collection. You know, again, when it comes to Pita's Planters, I just trust that she has amazing, healthy plants. And again, when you look at her plant pricing, it is super fair. I feel like you get a really good amount of plant and a really nice plant for the price you pay for. And you can see right over here, I ended up actually buying this Philodendron Jose Buono Fiesta. It's a highly variegated version of a Jose Buono on her live selling event. So she does sell plants Instagram live sales. So definitely check that out. I will be participating again on another live sale soon as Cultivation Corner. But this one right here, I ended up buying for only $32.99. That is a stunner, beautiful plant that you can get at Pita's Planters. So again, it's all about those variegated plants, but also the common, easy to care for plants, the Aglaonemas, the Hoyas, the everything. I am just so fortunate that I could be at Pita's Planters and be able to find all of these really unique plants. And you'll see right over here, plant foldies, more plants, more beautiful philodendron, monsteras. We've just got it all. This one right over here is a philodendron green Congo nuclear. Now this one is a beautiful philodendron. She actually had a couple of these that were a lot smaller for only $12. I believe this one is in the $80 range, but needless to say, it's got very stable variegation, fast growing philodendron, and it's absolutely stunning. And then I did just want to pan over here again and show you all of the angel wing begonias. Now these are from Harmony Begonias. Harmony Begonias is kind of similar to Steve's Leaves, where they hybridize many different types of begonias. Look at that beautiful dark foliage and metallic shine right here. Now I find that angel wing begonias are a lot easier to manage. They're faster growers, they're easier to propagate, and they are one of my grandmother's favorite plants to grow. You can go to Pita's Planters actually and find a lot of these begonias, and they are priced affordably. So if you like begonias or want to try begonias, I would recommend getting the angel wing begonias versus the Rex begonias. And you can just see over here, we've got quite a bit to choose from. And you know, as I kind of wrap up the shopping experience at Pita's Planters, wait till the second part of the video where I show you my plant haul from my plant shopping experience at Pita's Planters. Again, if you made it this far into the video, plant foldies, and have not hit the like button for it, please make sure you're pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. And definitely shop petasplanters.com. She is able to ship out nationwide now, so all of these beautiful plants you are able to actually buy. And if you have any questions or want to buy a plant from Pita directly, you can also send a direct message on Instagram. They're very fast about responding as well. So I just wanted to make sure that there were many venues to get in contact with Pita's Planters. Thank you again to all the plant foldies that continue to support this gorgeous plant shop. You can see that I am just taking a little bit more time to just show you some parts of the plants that they have right over here. You can see we've got some more philodendron, some string of pearls, and obviously I've been taking a little bit more time to show you these angel wing begonias. Now I don't have the specific plant IDs, and then you can see down there we also have some Homelamena camouflage, or Homelamena shelbies. Those are easy to care for plants as well. They remind me of a combination of like a Dieffenbachia and an Aglaonema. And if you're looking for Aglaonemas, Pita's Planters definitely has it. But as you can see here, what a beautiful plant shop. And I'm going to spin around and just show you some more of these beautiful views of this shop. I love the fact that this is a small business, but this small business packs huge impact when it comes to the plants that we want to buy. I mean, you can see over here, we've got some Epipremnum aureum or pothos plants. These are hanging baskets for $32. We've got a marble queen pothos, and then we also have a neon queen pothos right next to it. So let me just keep walking around and showing you what they have available at this shop. And you can see right over here, plant foldies. We've got a bunch of these propagation stations, 3D printed propagation stations that Peta made herself. And you can see these really cute little keychains. So if you like plant accessories, aside from just the gorgeous plants, Peta's Planters has it all. These are available to purchase online. And again, we just want to take a look at these begonias again. You can see there's a beautiful Hoya right next to it. Here is a price for it. And I'm actually tempted to purchase this one. Some people are into begonias. I love them. They do better when you grow them outdoors. However, they're going to put on a lot more growth. So keep that in mind. But begonias are another plant that not a lot of people are really going after. I think it's a specific niche. It's the same thing with Aglaonemas. So I hope that people will open their minds and actually check out that. But you can see right here, I did do some plant shopping at Peta's Planters today, some legit plant shopping. I can't help but spend my money and support this local small business. You can see there is a little clip of what plants I have. I'm pretty sure if you know my plant taste, plant foldies, you already know what plants I ended up getting. But I do want to share with you my plant haul at Peta's Planters to end this video. So continue to watch this video so you can see what plants I have available. And for those that are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, again, definitely check out Peta's Planters in store. So let's go ahead and see what I ended up getting at Peta's Planters. This is my plant haul, my shopping haul per se, and we can just see a little sneak peek of the plants right there. Let's go see what plants I have up for you guys today. So let's go ahead and take a look. So this one right here is a Philodendron Florida Beauty juvenile form. I ended up getting this plant as a freebie. Yes, this is a free plant that I actually won while watching the Peta's Planters Instagram live selling event. So if you are wanting to get free plants, some really cool ones, just tune into Peta's Planters live selling on Instagram. You can see that they actually marked it for Richie. I was the fastest one to be able to put the code, and it's interesting how this particular philodendron, while it used to be super expensive, is now a little bit more accessible. You can see that it's got some gorgeous variegation, and they have it in a clear planter, which I love, with some really nice aeroid chunky soil mix. So I always love the fact that they have quality soil for their plants. You can see that there's a new leaf that has unfurled, and we just have more plants to take a look at. But I'm really excited at the fact that I won this, and you can see how it says GF0. I mean, it's meant to be, right? That's the code GF0, Growfold 0. I don't know. But I am so stoked that I was able to get that plant for free. So that was my freebie plant. And then we also have some plants that I ended up getting during the live selling event at Peta's Planters. So if you are a local, you can actually pick these up live. But the next one I'm gonna get right over here is a beautiful variegated strawberry begonia. I ended up getting this for half off, so it was 50% off of $22. I am one of those people that really loves pink plants or plants that have like a unique shape. So, a variegated shrub begonia is super easy to take care of. They get fairly large and you can get lots of little babies that you can propagate. Whenever I go plant shopping or whenever I want to add plants to my plant collection, I look at the potential of a plant being able to propagate, and this is one of them. So really love the look of this strawberry begonia, and then we're going to move on to the next once I show you some more clips of this beautiful plant. And then the next plant is an Aglaonema. This is a beautiful Aglaonema orange stardust. I love Pita's planters for this. So if you are looking for rare, uncommon, hard to find Aglaonema and you want these now, you can go to Pita's planters and go shopping. She sources out so many different Aglaonemas. Here's a little tidbit. Whenever she's sourcing out rare Aglaonemas, I love that Pita trusts me to give my insights about what Aglaonema we should put into the shop. And I'm just thankful that she values my opinion about these Aglaonemas. And again, for all the plant foldies that continue to shop Pita's planters, thank you so much for those that go on to the live selling event. Angelique, D, Eric, you guys, and if there were some other folks that actually have bought plants, if I forgot to shout you out, I really do appreciate it, because anytime any of our community, the plant foldies, buy from Pita's planters, it just goes to show that we have a positive community, one that follows my content, but also one that uplifts and creates a positive atmosphere where we can just go do our plant shopping at a place where they definitely deserve the sales. So you can see right here, Aglaonema, orange stardust. Now, I will say this Aglaonema tends to be a little bit more of a challenging plant to grow. I wouldn't recommend it as a beginner Aglaonema because it's just, the more colorful Aglaonemas tend to be a little bit more challenging. Let me just put it that way. Now, here is another beautiful philodendron. This one is a philodendron Jose Buono Fiesta, and you can just see that it's got such high variegation. Absolutely love this one, and I ended up just getting this for $32.99. This was the one I actually ended up buying during a live selling event on Pita's planters. Whenever you get a chance, definitely follow Pita's planters on Instagram. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram already, please follow me. And if you are a plant foldie, create an Instagram account. I'm telling you, you are going to really see some amazing content and be able to connect with some more of the plant foldies that way. But with this particular philodendron, it's an easy to care for philodendron, but this is another prime example of why everybody needs to be at Pita's planters. Like, seriously. She gets some amazing plants, and a lot of the sourcing of plants is really through careful consideration. I love the fact that Pita really does listen to her customers, the people that follow her. We call them the Pita pockets. And so, that is a beautiful philodendron. I love the fact that she has really delved out there to be able to reach more people by shipping online. But you can see this is my plant haul right here. My philodendron Florida Beauty, my variegated strawberry begonia, and alas, my beautiful Aglaonema orange stardust. And I need everybody to buy these plants. Now, this is the second portion of the video too, where I basically want to just give you guys some tips. So whenever you're buying plants, either at a big box store or a local nursery or a beautiful plant shop like Pita's Planters, regardless of the source, I always recommend spraying your plants down with insecticidal soap or neem oil spray. So I am actually using We the Wild Protect Neem Oil Spray. You can still buy that from Target. So if you like to do shopping at Target or Target, they actually offer that as well in the seasonal outdoor section. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking a little bit of time to spray the tops of the leaves, the bottoms of the leaves, the bottom of the drainage holes, and also the top surface of the soil. That way, if there's any potential plant pests, we kind of mitigate that. That's just a preventative thing that I do. Now, as far as like making sure 100% that there are no plant pests, that's not always going to be the case, but I love to spray them with the Protect Neem Oil Spray. It definitely definitely prevents any other potential pests from coming around. There is a protective layer that happens, and it is super safe. So as far as that, I like that alternative versus using insecticidal soaps. Now, I do have a DIY neem oil spray recipe that I use called the Foldy Mist, which is basically taking a conventional spray bottle like the We the Wild neem oil spray bottle, and then using 2 tablespoons of cold pressed neem oil that you can buy, the organic version on Amazon, 2 tablespoons of hydrogen peroxide, 2 tablespoons of rubbing alcohol, either 70% strength or 90% strength. Fill it up with water, drop a Dawn dish soap, liquid dish soap, shake, 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 and you have a really inexpensive alternative to pest preventative spray. So that's my recipe if you want to try that. But again, I always recommend whenever you buy a plant from any store, spray them down good. Also quarantine them from your plant collection. But you can see this is the final product, and notice how beautiful the leaves look after I do a little spray with the neem oil. They're super shiny. I have them now in some, catch planters. I don't want to repot the plants. That's another thing I will say too. Wait at least 2 to 3 weeks for the plants to acclimate in your space. So you can see right here, I am actually using a beautiful IKEA planter. That was super inexpensive. I think it was only like $1.50 or $2 for that pink planter. And then you can see right here, I've got another catch pot from IKEA. That one is housing my Aglaonema orange stardust. It kind of matches the white stems of the Aglaonema orange stardust. Feel free to leave in the comments section, Plant Foldies, what you think of my plant haul, what plants you might potentially buy for Pita's planters. And I always ask anybody that has some positivity to spread, leave that in the comment section, because I know Pita and the Pita planters team would see the comments in the comment section. Anything that you could put in there for words of encouragement or what you like about the shop, leave that in the comment section. But you can see right here, I've got another beautiful planter that I'm using for this Philodendron Jose Buono Fiesta. It is, one of those places, IKEA. I love shopping at IKEA as well. I may have to visit and do an episode of some of the planters I would recommend, but that's really what fits my plant aesthetic. And then you can see right here, I'm going to keep it in that clear pot, but just have it as a catch pot for this beautiful brown terracotta type planter from IKEA. Really love that European modern contemporary look when it comes to planters. I really love how it's just very simple and it's just got a nice, beautiful, elegant shape about it. But if, again, you enjoyed today's video, consider joining my YouTube membership tier, the Super Plant Foldies, for only $2.99. And, as far as just the content for today, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to come with me to Pita's Planters and shop. As always, please make sure you are subscribing to my YouTube channel at GrowFold with all the notifications turned on. Definitely check that. Most of the time it defaults to personal notifications. I am super excited to share some more content with you tomorrow. Bye.